Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got an incredibly exciting video that I'm so happy to finally share with you guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you will not have seen that we are starting the Low Impact 30 Challenge next Tuesday, the 1st of May. But first, I just want to quickly say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, because having sponsorships like this enables me to give you free stuff like this free guide that I've created for this challenge. Anyway, more about them at the end. Let's talk about what the hell the Low Impact 30 Challenge is. So I've been trying to talk about it a lot for the last kind of few weeks. I first mentioned it right at the beginning of April because I wanted everyone to get excited. And basically I decided to create a challenge running alongside the low impact movement to help you reduce your waste in 30 days. And it's not about going zero waste overnight. It's about simply learning about your own habits, about your attitudes, about your behaviors towards stuff and towards consuming, and to try and best understand over that 30-day period how you can really dramatically reduce your impact on the earth. And there are so many added benefits to this. There are so many things, like you save money, you of course are saving waste, you're so much more prepared and you're organized, and it's just a really wonderful challenge to take part in. So I'm really excited. So many of you have already signed up, and this is basically just a bit more information about what it is, what you're kind of expected to do on this challenge, and also to tell you about the free guide that I have created for you to give you the basics of kind of low waste, low impact living. Because the low impact movement, even though I don't necessarily call it zero waste, is all about reducing your waste, and it's just trying to be a little bit more accessible. And that's why I've made the guide free as well, because the whole point of this movement is to make being a great environmental eco warrior as accessible as possible for everyone, because there are so many of you out there who just want to do your bit but aren't necessarily sure where to start or can't afford to buy certain things. So yeah, that's why the guide is free, because I want it to be as accessible as possible. Now, a note to say about the guide: I have tried to put as much information in there as possible whilst also making it manageable, so the design has suffered a little bit, but I think that's okay. I think that that's not what's important. I put lots of pictures in there to hopefully keep you occupied, but yeah, designing is not my strong point, so I thought, do you know what? As long as it's nice, simple, straightforward, clean and clear, that's all that really matters, because I'm just trying to give you all the information you might need in one place. So that's the guide. It's going to cover things like low waste on the go, food, how to buy, how to lower your impact if you don't have access to bulk stores. What else? I've also asked some of my favorite influencers to contribute a tip or some advice about going low waste or reducing your impact, and yeah, they've had some really great things to say, so it's just great to put all of that in one place to share with you. There'll also be a massive list of resources of the people who've inspired me, keep me motivated, and where you can find lots and lots and lots of great stuff, great information that I haven't been able to cover. Because even though I want to make this accessible and I want to give you a free guide, I also don't want to undermine other people who are selling, their knowledge and their information, because it takes a hell of a lot of work to create something like this. So it's just going to be the kind of basics, but yeah, let me know what you think about it, if it's been useful for the challenge and for the guide. Yeah, anyway, about the challenge, let's talk about the challenge. So in the first few pages of the guide, it will kind of give you a run overview of what the challenge is and what you're meant to do, but the whole point of it is not to sort of start on day one and go, right, today I'm going to be zero waste overnight. No, it's more about learning and understanding yourself and really drilling home those kind of 6 R's that are the core values of sustainability. I added in repair because I think that that's a wonderful one, and Shia from Wasteland Revel talks about that in her zero waste book, about how the importance of repairing, because you've got refuse, which is obviously the most important, reduce, reuse, and then I put repair, and then recycle and rot. So those are kind of like the 6 R's that I try and live by. And then I also threw in borrow, because I think borrow is really just underrated. I borrow lots of stuff from my friends just because I want to wear it once, and then I give it back and it's great. Or if it's like a kitchen machine that I want to make some fancy cake that I'll never make again, then it's a great thing to do, to borrow. So yeah, the whole challenge is around those kind of 6 R's and the 1 B, and it's all about trying to get yourself emotionally, mentally to a point at which you are able to understand what you can reasonably refuse in your life, reasonably reduce, reasonably cut out. So when you end something, like if you come to the end of shampoo or whatever. Maybe that's not a good example. Maybe if you come to the end of, I don't know, a fancy body lotion that you bought, instead of repurchasing it, saying, actually, do you know what? I don't need that product. It didn't really add that much value to my life. I'm not going to repurchase it. So it's about understanding what your limits are, and especially what's available to you. You know, living in London, I really do have an abundance, and a lot of the guide is trying to be focused towards those who do live in cities, and then also those who don't have access to the same stuff. So trying to really work on those core sustainable values that hopefully most people can do, or a lot of people have the capacity to do. There's also a lot of talking about, I guess, slow living, because a lot of people message me saying that they have depression or anxiety, or they have like quite bad fatigue, and I've tried to create a section that is dedicated to kind of slow living, if you know what I mean. So if you are having difficulties being productive someday, obviously I don't have depression, so I've tried to take it from a standpoint of if you don't have much energy that day, because I think that's something we can all sympathize or empathize with and understand. So it's not going to be an exhaustive kind of list, but it's just me trying to give my best help and my best tips to help you when you're not having a great day. Because I mean, I've certainly had anxiety, I certainly do, and there are some days where you're so like amped up and you don't really know what to do, and yeah, it's great to have a lot of resources kind of right there for you to just be able to access, so that you know what you can and can't do. It's also about understanding what you are prepared to do. Like, I am prepared to spend the majority of my free time creating videos and guides and stuff to help people be more low impact, low waste. I am prepared to not buy first-hand clothes anymore. I am prepared to not buy unethical clothes anymore that have practices that are incredibly and utterly unsustainable. It's all about deciding on what you are happy to do, you know? Also, another thing is, you might have noticed my hair is quite curly. This is my natural hair, and I've decided to, you know, embrace it and love my natural hair, and just try and reduce the amount of stuff that I use to straighten this stuff. You have to assess yourself what you're happy to compromise on, because that's what the most important thing. That's what's sustainable. Your choices to make a difference that you're happy to do, that you can sustain, hopefully for the rest of your life. For example, composting. Instead of deciding to throw your food in the bin, you've decided to put time and energy into creating a composting system that brings everything back to the earth and brings everything back to, you know, that kind of cyclical nature of growing, eating, discarding. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean by composting, don't you? Also, I apologize for not making this video sooner. I have been so busy, but I'm hoping that this has come at the right time. We've still got at least 6 days until the start of the challenge. If you're not following the low impact movement on Instagram, I really highly suggest that you do, because I'm posting a tip every single day, trying to do at least 1 tip, maybe even 2 every single day, until we get to the beginning of the challenge, because I feel like the run up is the most important bit to get yourself mentally prepared. And also, if you want to go and buy some unpackaged foods and vegetables to make sure that you're ready and for the challenge and, you know, that kind of stuff, then yeah, it's a really great place to go, because also the people are just what makes it so great. And those, well, you guys, because you're always commenting in the section below and helping each other learn and giving each other tips, and it's so exciting, and it's just quite overwhelming. It's been an incredibly exciting few weeks and also actually few months in the kind of zero waste, low impact kind of movement, and it's so exciting to see so many huge YouTubers talking about these issues and also talking about it on their Instagrams. Like I don't know if you know Zana. Zana is a fitness Instagrammer. She's got over 200,000 followers, and she started really talking about plastic consumption, and it's just so great. And even like the Edgy Veg on YouTube, she's just made a video about 20 ways to reduce your waste. Madden Olivia, I think her video is going up today. She's made one about how to reduce your waste. Like, it's so great seeing all these other people just like so conscious about it, and it's making everything so much more just popular and trendy and accessible. And I know some of you might hate trends, and believe me, I am one of them. But when reducing your impact, reducing your waste on the planet, it's become trendy, like that's bloody great. Like that is so exciting, because it means that so many more mainstream people are going to hear about it. Even the Evening Standard on Earth Day put on a whole list of like environmental influencers, and your girl is number one. And it was so exciting to be recognized for all the work that I'm putting in. Blue Olive was second, Madeline Olivia was third. You had obviously Be Zero Waste Girl, Manuela from the Girl Gone Green, because you are great. And it's just so exciting seeing all of these people finally recognized for all the hard work that they're doing. And yeah, it made me feel really motivated, really happy, really excited. And it has motivated me for this challenge. I mean, I am doing this challenge too. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, all of you can go and do the low impact challenge and do your best. Like, no, I am here, I'm doing it as well. I want to be part of this community. I want us to reduce our impact as much as possible. And I want us all to learn, because hell, I mean, zero waste is a lifelong journey, and therefore so is low impact. There's no way you can ever fully achieve that goal, and you have to put yourself on this bandwagon of every single day. This is me on the bandwagon, by the way, just right here. Every single day, just chugging a little bit closer, just get a little bit closer every day, just a little bit every single day, just get a bit closer. And then eventually you'll get to a point where you're like, I can say no to that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And then it's great. This is the problem with talking. I just go off on loads of tangents. But anyway, if you have any questions, hopefully the guide will answer all of those questions for you. Otherwise, please leave them in the comment section below. What I'm asking people to do is to post on Instagram, either in your main page or on your story. Just not every day if you don't want to, but as often as you want to, just to hold yourself accountable and to be able to talk to other people. The official hashtag is #LowImpact30, and I created that because I wanted there to be a place where everyone, if you can follow hashtags now, very cool. I wanted it there to be a place where people could just go and see what other people are doing and be able to share tips with one another and really, really build up this community, because it's so exciting. And I'm going to be trying to, every day people put their tips on, I'm going to try and share as many of them as possible on the Low Impact Movement story, so that everyone can see other people's if they're not necessarily following it or they don't know where to find it. And I'm going to be creating, I think you can do like these highlights things now. I'm so behind the times. And I'm going to have one for like the challenge of stuff that I put up, challenge that you guys put up. And then like I've certain influencers that I think are particularly relevant and important and sharing really good tips. So all of this is going on the Low Impact Movement. Of course, I'm going to be talking about it on the Sustainably Vegan Instagram as well, but the Low Impact Movement is for this campaign, and it's kind of like for, I don't know, I guess, yeah, running campaigns and creating a community and being a place that's not about me, or not necessarily just about me, because this ain't about me. Anyway, yes, please leave questions. And yeah, I guess at this point want to thank Squarespace again, because as I said, they are helping me, supporting my channel and being able to let me create these wonderful guides that I have been able to create for you guys, and all this content that's going out, and there will be a lot more stuff. If you don't know what Squarespace is, your girl's got a website coming soon, just taking a lot of time. But it's basically an all-in-one platform where you can create just a wonderful website for whatever. If you're creative, a musician, or a restaurateur, or, well, anything really, I think. And it's so easy because you've got nothing to unpatch or install. Unpatch? You've got nothing to patch or install or upgrade ever. They've got a really wonderful team that kind of sit behind the wonderful sphere of Squarespace and like sort everything out for you, which is really great. Also, if you don't know Wild We Roam, they've created a wonderful website with Squarespace, and I absolutely love everything about their website. So yeah, thank you, Squarespace. You are appreciated very much. much. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you take part. There is a graphic going around saying I pledge to join this movement and to join the kind of challenge, and I would love for you all to take part. I really should have told you to get a cup of tea at the beginning of this, but damn, I am excited. So please go and follow the Low Impact Movement. Please use the hashtag #LowImpact30, and follow me on Sustainably Vegan, because why not? Why not? Anyway, thank you very much. If you're a curly girl, by the way, let me know in the comments, because we gotta, I don't know, look how springy this is. Boing, boing. Anyway, have a great day. You can tell I'm really hyped up because I'm so excited. Okay, love you guys. Bye.